on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First and 10, Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Second and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Jones. And he comes back with one complete.
Jones pass.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Taylor on the
A
stop.
third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And a London first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
Complete to number
15 yards on that play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Gain of 5.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. Open man is Ross, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
London first down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Throwing, Jones. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And that's going to make it 4th down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
A 25-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
No gain on the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And now a throw here, secured by his running back out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Here's 2nd and 8. Flush to his right. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0, nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
3rd down and goal to go.
Let's go. Viking 18. Dragon 16.
He'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Black Knights 10, Chiefs nothing. Graham Gano set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. It's certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon.
Jarrett
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. He can't.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. That'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Like 22, he's coming.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's third and inches. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
45. Mike, 45.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Now Jones. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be fourth down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
22, he's coming, 22's coming.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Do what we do. Do what we
picking it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Chiefs 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The ball carrier.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Jones from the gun on third down. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
A gain of 7.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. 2nd and 4. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up
2nd and 11 now.
At the 49-yard line.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and
off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
The pass.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
22's coming, 22's coming, Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
6-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Loss brings up 3rd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And a nice